guys so much for taking the time to speak to me today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And starting off, congratulations on Afterparty. The new year is so damn good.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Kind of saucy now because the two of you are some of the only people in the cast who get to, just coming in blind. You already kind of have a good idea of Wendy and Zoe are in this show. So starting off, and this is for both of you, what excited you about getting to come back?
Well, it was very exciting to get to return to these characters and to like this, to the relationship of Zoe and Anik, because like the first season ends with their like true like beginning, and so like to get to step into this new season where they're off to their start and a year in, it's nice to like have played these characters and now to see how they've grown and how they will grow. It's really fun.
Agreed.
Just kind of jumping into that a little bit too, because Sam, you spend most of the season not only getting to kind of continue being the Watson to Dana's Holmes. God, I want that like old school Sherlock Holmes episode so bad. But you also have the complication of trying to impress some of the suspects.
Yes.
What was it like kind of finding that balance between those two elements of like, all right, I have to be like, it's baked into the show. What was it like kind of getting to play with that element?
It's Anik certainly is faced with like a pretty big challenge because he's trying to impress Zoe's family, and it's because he wants to be as close to Zoe as possible, and so like that's barrier to entry is family, so he's trying to impress them. He's right off the bat he's doing a bad job, and so now a chance for him to impress them is to help solve this mystery and to clear Grace's name. But then with that, Anik is now going to try and solve this mystery with Danner. He's a truthful person, though. He wants to actually solve this mystery. So that then puts him at odds because maybe the two aren't, the same thing. So how does now he's at odds with Zoe because he has to actually fully investigate everyone. But then he also wants to investigate it. So like he's kind of in this sort of seesaw tug of war with himself. So that was like really a rich sort of like there's a lot of well to mine. What? I'm fine with it. Those are two different things. But imagine a well that's full of rocks. There we go.
I can see.
Yeah, because everybody is no water, just stone.
Just stone. This is a culture of people who drink rocks.
And it's only kind of like on the same page. Like this year, you do get the stakes are high for Zoe this year because so much her family is involved. Her family, like the parents are involved. Her uncle, her uncle's involved. Her sister is involved. So there is a real dramatic weight to her arc this year. But you also still make her so darn funny. Like all of her attempts to try and solve this case are still really fun, which fits into the show. What was it like finding that balance of like just kind of like, all right, I know I have to be really dramatic in this moment, but also, I'm going to make fun of people.
Yeah, no, it is an interesting thing to, take on murder and make it funny because, I think we're so lucky that Chris Miller is at the helm of this project. We couldn't be in safer hands. And so, they set up such delicious obstacle courses and challenges, and then you just kind of respond to the situation at hand, and it's really fun. And I do really feel for Zoe. She's stressed out. That is a nightmare situation that her entire family is suspected of, at some point suspected of murder. Yeah. I hope I never.
It's still technically on the list.
Yeah, right.
On this one. I don't have a huge amount of time, but I did want to ask, because both of you also get to because you're not necessarily the focus of any of the genre episodes, you get to just help be like embody the genre episode whenever we get to shift style and tenor. Which ones kind of stood out to you? Which one was the most fun? You're like, all right, I guess I'm going to be in a Hitchcock movie today. That's kind of like, what? Which was kind of the funnest day to do that?
I had a lot of fun doing the rom-com sequel. It was always really fun to get to play those like huge set pieces and those like big physical comedy bits. The noir was really fun to sort of like like play that type. And Paul's so funny and so great in that.
I loved the Jane Austen episode, because the way characters speak to each other, they're very like, tempered and reserved. But then when they speak their truth, it just comes flooding out. And it was to fun. It was fun. It was to fun.
It was to fun.
It was to fun to play with those extremes.
It was a well of rocks.
That's the new catchphrase for the show. Just well of rocks. Don't explain it to anybody. That's just the new like the series. All the time I've got. Zoe, Sam, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Honestly, huge fan of the show, huge fan of both of your work, so this was really cool. Have a good rest of your day, a good rest of however many more of these you gotta get through.
Thanks.
Thanks.